Oh good, there's a vehicle in front of us.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Man, fuck you. I thought that was the weight plate and that I would have messed that up. But apparently that was fine. Pop just driving up behind me going, "Oh, now you're going too fast into the way station." Man, there is so little space to get from 60 to 15. Oh my god, dudes. You guys are terrible! Get out of my way! I hate your merging AI. It needs improvement. That looks like a nice road up there. Is that a train track, maybe? Okay. Do 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 do. Oh, I just realized I got quiet. Yep. Kind of been streaming for 6.5 hours, so... Yes, without a full night's rest. Yes, that happens. Man, my drivers are making good money, though, so I'm happy for that. And I've got a lot more warehouses that I'll be able to purchase on the map now. So there's that, too. $344 miles remain. Let's take a look at the far away map. We got mostly squiggles ahead of us. Okay. So, I've said this a couple of times, but I am thinking about trying to stream, like, content creation for, like, just chatting purposes, and also possibly for game creation. I'm thinking about streaming when I'm, like, working. I don't know if that'd be interesting if, like, people talk about, like, you know, get to see me, like, try and use Blender and how that works and stuff like that, if I'm doing edits on some old XCOM videos and stuff like that. But also, I really kind of want to start working on a game, because if I can start working on a game, then that means that I might be able to finish a game. Whereas right now, all I have is basically years of pre-production, working on character names, backgrounds, history stuff, interrelated stories, things that are just in my head, but also, you know, in documents on my computer, and that's fine and all for a little while, But if you actually want to make something, you have to put something down. Otherwise, you've basically done nothing. And I don't want to be doing nothing. I want to be doing something that people would find, engaging. It'll be fun for them. Oh no, what's going on up here? We got cop lights going on. Well, nobody got over to help that cop out, or to get out of that cop's way. Let's see here. I gotta find out where the heavy cargo missions start on the map, and get myself like a warehouse that's near there, so I could fast travel to it. I think that's one of those calls I'm gonna have to make for expediency. I just don't know where the heavy cargo missions begin, and I need to kind of look for them. They apparently have a good chance of being over $100,000 per delivery, and that would be really cool to have on lock, where I could always fast travel to them and do the next one. I feel like driving in cab at night is actually much more viable than it used to be. I feel like I have some idea of my traction, stuff like that. Maybe I can see the signs and stuff a little better. Oh, I didn't realize I was driving with my high beams on. Trying to stay in this line. I think there's a car on my left. Yep. I'm otherwise going straight, so we're going straight. Oh, and all the RPG makers are on sale again right now. So, I really should just focus on basically making a demo game that... Oh no. I got over because getting over is good, but this truck is going slow. Where did that say that was? The game is indicating that I've driven this road before, and I don't remember ever driving this road. It's already orange revealed to me. Alright, let's see here. But, I've talked about it previously, I'm pretty sure, but I want to do a kind of hybrid setup where you traverse the city and character specific locations where you're just playing as the one character. I want to make it so that plays a little bit more like the 2D top-down Metal Gear Solid games, rather than what you'd expect from your usual JRPG situation. And, give yourself the versatility of being able to interact with characters in that way using that art style. And I figure for when you have an entire cast of characters, your friends or companions or whoever along for the ride, that the bigger battles that would be tactical turn-based action. And I don't know if that would be interesting to people. I definitely don't want to add too many different gameplay modes, but I think those two have a place together, because the story will focus on the main character, but the main character will have connections to allies, friends, or otherwise from earlier in the story that basically, because you're going to be playing as a super-powered character, they can't keep up. So when you need to do things on your own, you need to be versatile enough to do those things on your own. But when you're doing the tactical turn-based stuff, one, maybe you're not present and it's them doing stuff, so that would be them with their skills and abilities. But alternatively, if your character is present, your character would be if you've ever played one of those strategy games where you basically have like a hero unit. Your character would basically be like a hero unit. They would have more powerful abilities and strengths. So instead of dealing with, one-on-one combat on the battlefield, maybe your character is able to waltz into a normally group of characters that would be, a whole bunch of one-on-one battles on something like Fire Emblem. Instead, make it so that maybe everybody on the battlefield is doing the best that they can to deal with most of the soldiers or what have you, but that your main character would have like skills and abilities that would be closer to like 3 or 5 people. What is that glowiness? What is happening? Is that on the other side of the road? That looked like an arrow of like get over, and I couldn't see what was happening. Man, it is going to be getting dawn by the time I get to my destination, which is unfortunate. Or not by the time. Shortly after I get to my destination by this math. Excuse me, I'm going to look at the map real quick because I don't understand how I've driven this highway before. Okay. So, I just drove this highway a few minutes ago, and now I'm about to come up to an intersection where I'm going to go straight, and I will be on totally new territory, so that'll be good. I should stop for gas, though. Gotta remember to refuel. Let's see here. Yeah, that's Idaho 51 over there. That's the road the highway I came up earlier. So, yeah, I went under and I came up, and now I'm over here. So now I'm on Gray Highway. Never been here before, and I won't be able to pick it out later because it's too dark for me to make out anything. But here we are. It's gonna be so... Oh man, game creation is so hard. I think too many people think that it's like it's way easier than it used to because you have so many tools. Like for example, RPG Maker or Unity Engine or what have you. Like you have so many solutions that give you so many more options, and just the ability to access the internet and have like free tools that you can use to build something awesome, and that something awesome could, be played by so many people and possibly even sold for money. Like, that's so good. I'm going to try and go around this guy. Not like it used to be. Alright. I don't know how much Skyrim is going to be in the game. I don't know how much I want characters to just be able to loot all the things from people. I don't really want them to be able to kill certain NPCs. I don't want them to kill NPCs and screw up the plot. I'm leaning more to Deus Ex Human Revolution and Mass Effect Trilogy for how I want the story to permute and be able to go forward. And there's a lot of Deus Ex Human Revolution that comes into how you go through levels based on certain skills and abilities. I have this idea. So the character is going to be able to transform into a dragon, right? But I have this idea of basically infusing their elements into their existence. So in Deus Ex, if you pick up the ability to basically not be affected by EMP stuff early on in the game, that makes it so you can traverse like electrified floors because it just won't affect you. There's also built-in like lung capacitor things that make it so that you're not affected by toxic gas but that toxic gas also includes if there's a gas leak in a building and there's a gassed up location you can't go through. So I was thinking things like not being affected by cold if you're ice-based dragon, being able to break certain locks by spinning on them if your breath is acid-based or something, being able to like lick your blades if you're poison based, so that you can auto poison your blades and just have that as a thing, like stuff like that based upon what your character is. Because one of the things that gets me about some of the oh my god, you're going so slow. Some of the Breath of Fire games is that it really feels like there aren't enough opportunities to have the game acknowledge that main character's in human form, but they're a dragon. And I think the one game that really lets you be a dragon, which I think is like a lot of the time, or at least transform into it more frequently in combat, is Breath of Fire 5. And I'm pretty sure it's a bad thing in that game. I think it's a corruption aspect where if you get too far along, you basically lose. I didn't really get very far into Breath of Fire 5. I don't remember. It's on the list if I manage to get through 2, 3, and 4. Which reminds me, to anybody who is watching live, my intention is to play Okami HD on stream on Thursday. And I don't remember what Friday is. I think it's Hades followed by Celeste. Ojin? I'm going to Ojin, apparently. New roads, new inits. Hey, Salt Lake City is over there. But I don't have Utah, so I can't take that exit. Depending on if that government check comes in, I might have Utah by the end of the week. Because Utah is kind of in the way of transportation at this point. I've said that earlier, but Colorado's like over to the side, it's whatever. But I have this weird L-shaped transportation network now that I can travel. But what that does is it makes it so that now, like, you literally have to travel in an L shape to travel a long distance, whereas part of what's in that L that I could, like, skip through is if I picked up Utah, which is kind of pricey right now compared to everything else that is, because it's newer. But it would really help with not having to go through Nevada for basically everything. Okay, I'm basically going maximum speed at this point with these trailers on. I'm listed as having 84 miles left, so we're almost there. But we won't be seeing the sun come up for a little while. Let me see. There are no cities down this road, though. It's kind of crazy. And obviously, you know, fire breath to do fire breath stuff. I don't know if there's going to be... I'm back and forth on having ancient technology, you know, like they do in many JRPGs, where like, oh, some race that existed long before, we don't know where they come from, but guess what? That allows us to have guns. And I'm like, very strangely unable to like there's not like an archaeology set where you can go and do something about it. Most of these games don't have a plot where you're going and trying to find out about the ancient technology. Though I will say, it kind of makes me... Oh, you know what I should put on my list of games to play for next month? I should put on Chrono Trigger. Like, games to vote for. Because I really do just need to go back through Chrono Trigger. Or rather, go through Chrono Trigger. Oh, hello.
Keep left, and then exit left.
Keep left and then exit left. I'm glad I saw that. Is this 2 lanes or just 1? Oh, it's just 1 lane. Shit. Narrow passageway. Very the concern. Glad my analog stick works now. I feel pretty good. Alright. Rest area 1 mile. We don't need no rest. And yeah, sun is coming up in the distance. What we might need is gas. Because that's always the trick with ancient technologies. It's like, there's never like a focus of trying to figure out what was the ancient technologies. And I don't want to necessarily do a thing where like, oh, the Dragon Clan is always the one to bring about the doing this, that, and the other yada yada stuff. But I do want to give the world motivation to, or at least the government motivation to hate dragons. Blame them for everything that goes wrong. You know, like immigrants. Let's see here. I guess I'm approaching a city limit, so I should have to go slow.
Right.
Idaho Falls discovered. Just like Alex wanted.
Exit right.
Do 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 do.
Turn right.
Alright, is that a recruiting agency? Am I going to pick that up as I drive past it? Oh no, that's a truck place. And the sun is coming up.
Go straight on.
I'm doing it. Do 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 do. Oh, I probably should have stopped for gas. Well, I got 3 miles. I'll make it. I can just turn around and get that gas. Maybe I should make a quest where you go and try and find the ancient technology. Try and figure out what's going on. I mean, people like that stuff. I like that stuff. Where am I turning to get over there?
Get ready to turn left.
Oh, I guess it's all these X's up ahead.
Turn left.
I'm sure I almost hit something there.
Keep
I have
right,
so
and then
many
turn
reflective surfaces happening.
Turn right.
Turning right. I appear to have a green light, so let's do it.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Idaho Falls is pretty
Turn
interesting.
left.
And that's a red light. Why is nobody going? What? Turning arrow after right-of-way traffic. It weirds me out now. That didn't used to be the case. Holmes Avenue. Hi, Holmes Avenue. Thought that guy was swerving into me for a second. Oops, not yet. Oh, that's a nice place. Home store.
Right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Is that gate open when I get close to it? Because otherwise this is going to be a problem.
Safe and sound.
Alright, let's see what you got. Where should I put it? Let's go. I have an email. I have a message of some kind. In Twitch, of all places. Oh, it's up over there. Don't get impatient with my parking. I'm working on it. And attach. Synchronizing World of Trucks! That was okay money, but it was more important that we got to Idaho Falls. And to everybody who is watching out there on YouTube, I thank you for watching. This has been American Truck Simulator, presented by Improvision Entertainment. I have been Hunter Munn, and I will see you in the future. Later.